Talking Point platform. TTP. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we gon' make salute.
"7:30 from New Englandville Studios. Good morning and welcome to the first edition of your program, Good Morning Saloon, for this week. We come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, on Monday, September 4, 2023. And we're bring the program to you this Monday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And me, Nasapti Yukalon. Good morning. Inside the program this morning, one member of parliament where they represent people in Karine district, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, don't call on President Bio, for pull the travel ban on all APC member them and say free Udat dinner jail. As he said, this now sweet for promote peace in the country. The Chinese embassy don't give $20,000 to the Ministry of Health for supporting operation of the mobile health clinic boss them in the country. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will look inside the first female conference. We send a salon to do for help make women them able to come before pan governance and safe for take decision at the country.
With this and plenty other story than for inside the program this morning, plus the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, don't say a one pan government in plan now for address the overcrowding challenge with the correctional center. Remember, see the list we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and self the list we from Radio Partner them Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba district. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5 and Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujoin district. Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moa 105.5 na Kainlao, Vopad Radio na Watalu, Voice of Sandon na Kono, Voice of Karine na Kamakuye on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujoin district. Remember, say you didn't always get the opportunity for sending a message on the number 077-981-981.
The program na Good Morning Salon, and inside the program now they start to look at issue as we take the first one. The Operation Zero Tolerance with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Salon Police, Ministry of Transport, SLRSA, SLRA, the plan for start. Now, so for type bike them with the ride, no, we not get helmets, pull motorcar them, we park in the street for long term, and the one them we don't turn street to garage and all that in them. And according to the National Bike Rider Union, na Salon Mohammed Nabi say one pan the challenge we dedicate for use helmet for work now because business people they don't tap for bring them and sell them after we government we put law say people not for to use helmets. Well, the Bike Riders Union president explain more, but this issue to we reporter must stand soiree inside this interview.
The operation where the major retired David Taluva, when at the current Internal Affairs Minister, be calling on the 10th for tell we say anyone for make sure say Sierra Leoneans not for die in the hands of another man as a road crash. As a result of road crash or recklessly. So all them things then they and for make sure say the road for free from all other stationary vehicles across the country because it don't reach a time now, it don't be a habit now in Sierra Leoneans. So man to go buy motorcar oversee a cam, we see the motorcar get small faults, a left and at it, they go about in business, street garages, and all of them things there with the bike riders, we are victim. We don't get a lot of fatal into them thing and the way with motorbikes that they run into them, trucks then they or them motorcar that they would they park now their highways them. We don't get a lot of injuries, we don't get a lot of deaths through that. So we see I'm saying a very laudable one and a timely also. And also with regards the operation of the bike stand for work within the ambit of the law, it's fine.
We are ready for comply with within government say.
We're ready for comply. But in the statement or the operations to be specific, we don't look at and there are gray areas we don't see say the authorities need for address and before the operation for commence today when at the first. Waiting at some of their concerns there we will raise. One, the minister say all riders for apply for get passenger helmet and for make sure say all pillar for wear helmets. And whether one day if it not happen, would I get for bear the pain we the Okada riders then. because the passenger will not put on the helmet at the end when the rider gets stopped by the police. Now the police, they arrest the passenger. And the Okada man they arrest because he said the Okada man and get the bike. So we see as a concern to we and the government need to address us. Secondly, also the availability of the helmet at the market, because for far too long, we government we don't say let them stop for use helmet. The demand at the market not be that much, and business people not they go buy business, can't put on at the warehouse where they sell. They always they make sure so they go out for business way. They sell faster, let them able to make profit. So we don't see as say for the government cannot and say one time and begin use helmets where the demand go increase, then the supply not go be enough. It will be another challenge also. There's thirdly also we look at though government they talk about safety, let's not forget about the health also, because health now wealth. If you talk about safety, you got to talk about health. So the helmet gets serious health implications. So now that make we say we don't call the Ministry of Health, we don't call on them. Let them engage the Ministry of Transport and the Salon Police. Let them provide a solution how to use this particular pill on helmet. So we not be a challenge to we, and remember they also said be afraid because we know the police them. Not to the big one, the one they send for go enforce the law at it. If they say when I go work from A to B, then they go work from A to Z. Then they go beyond the limit. So all this now be challenged. We don't look at the previous operations where the police be done the held with we see and say enough friendly. So now all the concerns they always say be so much hyper about for let government go address them.
So when I say we don't engage then stakeholders they are so concerned, then challenge they are so where you don't talk about which not be then respond.
Well, they respond favorable to we because sometimes when they send the concerns, they not go we go feel say they're not a listener, but they be don't get all the concerns they did. But yesterday we finally get an answer to we request them or concerns that will be done raised to government. Yesterday we get a very fruitful meeting with the Inspector General of Police where he assure we say no policeman no go hold bike as a result of crash helmet. That one day it don't assure we say let all Okada riders go on their economic activities. Let no Okada rider not take the law in hand. Let no Okada not day on any seat at home strike. Let no Okada rider not jump at it as a result of helmet. Let all man go and ride. So it don't give that assurance yesterday. They don't communicate to all a regional head officers them across the country. So let no policeman not hold rider for helmet because of there is there now a convincing and a human and reasonable reasons where the riders they don't raise to we. So let we say look into it before we go for enforce the use of passenger helmet. Be rest assured, police not go arrest you for helmet, but make sure say you that rider make you get your crash helmet. The CBD na a no-go area.
So how we engage on a bike riders for ensure say they obey with this law?
Well, the engagement has been going on. We don't talk to we regional heads them, district and park heads them. We don't pass the message. I don't engage several media. Just the Komon AYV. Yesterday at the 98.1 again. This morning at the SLBC. Me Secretary General, Mr. John Samuel Kailendo Banya, Bide and Tumac Radio. We don't engage various radio stations across the country. We don't do back-to-back engagement, and as at the Komon, we will continue to do this particular engagement for make we membership that aware say this particular message na either come up to government and so we for operate. Let nobody not take the law in hand. We not believe say when something happen to you, if you take the law and go make Allah or goes we go count on rest now with country.
All right, so which message we send out there to bike riders in the country as this operation here so they start still?
The operation not they stop. It don't mean say when they say no use helmets, the operation don't stop. It don't mean say when they say go ride, operation don't stop. This operation not only captured bike riders. Again for the one that where they establish their illegal garages then at gate, where SLRC now they get the authority for give license to garages them across the country, and there are specifications or demands them where SLRS or criteria so they don't put where they fulfill. Any garage that they give, if for be fenced, if for get toilet facility, if for get light, if for make sure say you not walk at it, if for make sure say you get enough space now you garage, all the things then they within the SLRSA demand before they approve you as a garage. So let somebody in your carelessness or in your selfishness not can destroy them facilities that our government they do for Lord will get a better living or a free movement across the country.
Video with the Bike Riders Union PRO, Mohamed Nabi, where they talk to Mastans to for the operation with government get for start. Usai government through the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Salon Police, Ministry of Transport, SLRSA and SLRA get for start our operation. Usai they pull people and we don't turn treat to garage and also pull all motor we don't pack na treat for long term. And this operation and one also way for be affected by crowd of them aside them the day they not be supposed to go. And the PRO inside the interview they be the risk concern. Also, it say the reason we make some bike rider them not they use helmet now because it say the people we came buy the helmet and they for car with them na salon for cancel. Don't tap for sell and force because government be put law say people not for the use helmet during the corona sick. The program Good Morning Salon they continue.
Inside the program this morning, we will continue for look at more issues. Outside this BNTM, some member them na the Sierra Leone Labour Congress, me go work out to the Minister of Labour, me go work out to the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security. And during their engagements, they get discussion on how they go work together with partner them for push development go before. And for sake of this, make the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Labour Congress, Max Conte don't call on government for make sure say people na the informal sector join NASIT, we go benefit the future. For more on this, make we join Cherno Jalo.
Now, body we get about 1,000 membership, and this organization make up of members them from both the formal and informal sector. The mandate of this body now for CC then promotes the interest of the member them na the country. And this body, same way so, now partner to the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security. And you remember, see, during President Bill this in second term na office, he be appoint Mohamed Soare for serve as minister at the Ministry of Labour, and as he don't take over office as the Minister of Labour and Social Security, make some executive member them. Now the Sierra Leone Labour Congress don't go get one engagement with him as Minister of Labour. Mohamed Bangura, now the president for the Sierra Leone Labour Congress, and talk about the reason for this their worker to the new minister.
With your background, we know that you understand the problems of workers. That is why we are so much happy to come and meet you and present the issues of workers to you so that we can continue the collaboration and make the workplace a very convenient one for the workers of this country. We are therefore very happy to ask you this morning to give us your attention kindly, sir, and your staff, so that we can give you some of our issues which we have come up with. The issues are many, Mr. Minister. We cannot give you all of them, but the key ones we have to present them so that at this point in time, we start to give you our support to solve some of these problems.
As you hear the reason for this engagement from the president, it be reached them for make the Secretary General present the issue where the member them don't face. Max Conte and the Secretary General and the Sierra Leone Labour Congress during the presentation, he say,
Mr. Minister, there are many issues we need to cooperate with you, but one of them, we have started the process, and thankfully this government, we want to congratulate them. After so many years, we have been able to review among the 3, the Employment Act, the government, and overseas. It's a laudable thing. We have one of the best employment acts in the world, and we implement them. They are in paper. Paper speak. Yes, it's good. But are we going to ensure the spirit of that one? Because when you do it, then we achieve the objective for which we set those laws for. We have the overseas, you know what is coming on, the issues relating people who are going overseas to Lebanon. And when they are there, government don't know when they went, but when they face problem, they want to blame government. So I want this ministry to always ensure that the public is informed.
Apart from the implementation and awareness raising on the different acts the Moody Ministry don't develop, the Secretary General, Max Conte, same also suggest to the minister for make the ministry go find way we go make informal worker them get NASIT.
I can tell you, NASI is just taking something like 5% of the population of this country. I don't think it is up to 5%. The mass of workers who are in the formal economy are not being catered for. So I want you, as you come as the minister, to see how coverage for the formal economy workers is achieved. We are talking about our people. These are the proper measures that government should take. I know the current government has shifted the issue relating to health insurance, but it's one of the issues that should be within the purview of this ministry. And the discussion and studies we are done by this ministry through NASIT in respect of health insurance provision for this country. I can tell you now categorically, the manner in which they want to do it, we will resist it. Because there's no proper studies and collaboration. We will not accept what they want to pay. Because if it is within this ministry, I believe we'll come up with a scheme that is best for this country. But the way they are going with it, workers will not support what they are doing.
Max Conte end up got the attention of the minister to the minimum wage when he says some authorities them not only pay the workman them. After I don't listen to all within the Secretary General being get for say, the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Bangura, been say under leadership, he will make sure say and work with all stakeholders them for push the ministry and will go before.
I am very, very, very firmly committed to working with you to achieve some of the key and critical issues you have mentioned. You mentioned, for example, the absence of decent work in some of the agencies and institutions. Well, my predecessors' very hard work will not go in vain. Laws by themselves are useless if they are not implemented. Under my watch, they will not remain useless. You also mentioned the issues around unsafe, illegal, and dangerous labor migration. We have to let the public know, for example, the key and critical components of the Employment Act, right? We have to let them understand what the Work Permit Act is all about, right? What the labor migration law is about, because the tendency for most of our employers is not to come to the Ministry of Labor, it's not to read labor laws. So we have to ensure that we have a holistic approach to sensitizing and raising awareness about the key provisions in these laws. More importantly, they are able to get a hold more if our employees themselves do not know what is in the law.
Mohamed Bangura continue for talk about other concerns and we don't take into consideration where the Labour Congress be raised and how he plan for address them.
About the informal sector coverage, well, so I'm equally vested in that. I'm passionate about it. Majority of our people live outside the formal income bracket. So any attempt, any scheme that leaves them out is a scheme that has huge challenges. I'm heartened by the fact that the Director General himself reminded me that there was a very compelling need for an immediate steering committee meeting to be able to agree critical milestones and take this process forward. If you ask me, this is something I would like to pull off in the first 100 days, but that is probably very ambitious because I spoke to them. They told me the ILO had done the inception report, right? They were waiting for the actuarial evaluation of the scheme and related other issues to take the next steps. So I'm very well briefed on these issues, and I have pledged my willingness to work with the team to get it to fruition.
The Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Bangura, end up calling all bodies and will get concerned with labor issues for come na the ministry, work with the ministry so that they go for address them and push development na the sector go before. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachengo Jalo, the report.
And the program Good Morning Salon, they continue as we tell you today inside the program we look inside the first female conference where Send Salon they do for help make women and come before pan governance and safe for take decision at the country. We can't tell you about this conference at this time. I welcome Aminata Akira to Kamala Tholi, program officer Send Salon. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, Fambulen. Good morning, listeners. Them.
Okay, well, Send Salon on the salon. For 2008, and the purpose of this organization a non-governmental and profit one, where they mean some of the things that they want for Sina for create a space in a salon so that woman then go able know them what and value for take the space and center stage where it can for all governance activity. And since 2008, Sen Salon don't empower plenty women, don't train them, don't give them support, nurture them so that woman go able to take part of decision making. And as they continue for do this make inside this month, they all a conference we the title Breaking Barriers of Female Leaders Conference, where this will be the 5 and the 6th. Where for can't we more on this conference, the IMEC will get Aminata Akira to Kamara Tholi. And before you go to this particular conference, we know the Send Salon always continue for do the things that they suppose for do for ensure they continue for go deep for ensure they bring Oma them at the forefront. Take we listen via them through Send Salon on a recent activity, especially just after the election. We know say on be get a plenty of post election activity them wanna be still engaged on them. Take with that first stage day.
So thank you very much. Of course, Send Salon, we done the work for promote woman business inside salon, and we don't establish a network when a women in governance network where we don't establish across all the districts them inside salon. And then network of woman there so na then team up Tranga one where they collaborate with other partners them for make sure say we push woman business go before. And then network there so also we get the women governance network, and recently we done the transform we approach into the young women in governance network. And the Young Women in Governance Network, now a network of women them, where then they now the various districts them, where then come before for push woman business go before. Because over the years, we be done the work with the Women in Governance Network, and their woman and they, we don't thought and fit say we get young woman them where then self get potential for they in leadership positions, where then self get the ability and then get the capacity for strive for push woman business go before. So we don't establish all the networks then they now the different districts them where Send Sierra Leone they operate. And I want for acknowledge we donors them when Irish Shade, Christian Aid, Trocare, and UN Women and other host of donors then where they support Send Sierra Leone for make sure say we achieve we vision and we mission na Sierra Leone. So after the election, we be done they get series of engagements with their network of women there so for make sure say we try for tackle some of them post-election violence them. And some of the engagements the way the woman them be done they do so far, they be done they engage in radio discussion for talk about peace talk, they be done the dialogue with political parties, them they engage other host of stakeholders them now the different districts there where then they for make sure say we preach peace and for make sure say we include woman them inside governance na salon.
So in any way, Send Salon be able to get any woman from different network them for take any political position as councillor, NP and other one them. In any one be succeed on that because that now one of them aim them.
Yes, that now one of the huge success where we get female councillors then right across the districts then where Send Sierra Leone they operate. As I say, we don't establish a network of women them, and then network of women they also then play a pivotal role during the election and also after the election for support then compete women there for make sure say then go into governance position, for make sure say then go into leadership position. So for the women them, we get host of councillors them when a female councillors them now the districts they way Send Salon they operate. For instance, we get councillors there inside Kenema district when a female councillors there. We get also now ward when at the western area who are districts, we get Poloko, we get Cambia, we get Kono, and we get Kailan and other districts there. And Send Salon not they work alone. We also they partner with other like-minded organizations there, like WUFRAD, NMJD, ABC Development. We they partner with all the organizations then they for make sure say we achieve the dream when our inclusive governance na salon.
All right, you mentioned about woman group their own I don't set up na different part then of the country, one of the thing that the woman they don't do now for support, then compete woman them. So within the key function we make on a set up the woman group there and then different place them.
So one of the key functions are for collaborate, for network, and for make sure say then push woman business go before. And the woman themselves they use their own initiative, then they collaborate also with political parties then, because if a woman then they not belong to any political party, then for make them go into leadership position, especially political leadership position, it will be difficult. So the woman then they engage in sensitization before the election for make sure say the woman then we want go into leadership position for make sure say they register with the various political parties them. So then do a lot of sensitization activities them. And today, as I speak, inside the Young Women in Governance Network, we get young honorable we come out from the Komon-Tok district, where, as I say, we go proud of as a young woman inside Salone, when our Honorable Siamawa Tomi, we belong to the Young Women in Governance Network na Komon-Tok district. And we also get another young honorable, when our Honorable Alice. So all the honorable and they na young woman them, we then come out from the Young Women in Governance Network as a result of send Sierra Leone in activities them and other partners them where we they collaborate for make sure say we push woman business go before and for make sure say this time around we want for see young people them in governance.
All right. Most time when you talk to the woman there, especially we get for do with them political party, them they get and challenge them, we then can explain you, we then they go through not in different political party in terms of position. So the woman way una don't they support. Waiting at the challenge them way then don't they tell una when they go through not in different political party them.
Of course, the challenges is plenty, but to name few, one of the challenges the way they can talk about now financial challenges. That's a key to the aspirations of women. And the other one where they can talk about, as a start for say earlier, the ratio in the political party leadership position sometimes in no balance. We they ask for 30 or more, but even the 30% representation within the political leadership self now a question mark. So those are all challenges where the woman then they face, and the challenges the way the woman and they voice out.
So since 2008 to now, how you go describe on a vision on things you want to see and more women coming forward and all key position them? You think so? Are they anywhere close in achieving that?
Yes, I would say a big yes to that, because when we start as an organization na Kailaun district, in the first place, for let woman come forward and talk, now be a big problem inside Kailaun district. So because of the activities of Saint Sierra Leone with support from we donor partners them, now we they see women and they come forward for even express their views. We they see women and they attend very important meetings in our society where they're bold enough for express their views, and they're bold enough for say their mind, and they're bold enough for contribute into national development. And moving forward with the expansion from Kailaun district onto Kenema district, Kono, and with the almost the other districts them na Salone. We don't they see say now, because of the walkway Saint Salone they do, we don't they see women there now where they into leadership positions them. Not only political leadership positions there, even traditional leadership positions there. We don't they see now with communities the way we they work, we don't they see women them we don't become town chief as a result of the activities them we Saint Salone they do. So I will say now a big yes, we don't they make a lot of progress.
So how you would describe the mindset of people, especially people in the provinces, especially the women themselves? Most of them not be get that kind of courage or believe in themselves. They take and say the man them don't manipulate their mind for say this position are only man for show interest.
So I will say progress don't they in that. Because one thing first, the knowledge first is very, very much paramount. For lay woman within that community, for make it understand, say, now in rights for participate in national development, now in rights for participate in societal activities, I feel say the knowledge alone now a stepping stone. Because if woman don't understand safe, for example, now in right for participate in politics, now in right for contest for leadership position, as long as the awareness done there, then it go able for transform from that point.
Continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Aminata Akiratu Kamara Taylor, in a program officer for St. Salon as there for talk about one conference we get for B, the 5 and the 6 at the Freetown City Council Hall. We go for a break, we'll continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
We not go take your money and go. All-time network problem. What's me go do now?
Go na any Salon Commercial Bank branch, kiosk or sub-agents them, all of us na the country. Then get the money service business. You go able take money where they send for you na MoneyGram, Western Union, Small World, and Ria Money, where they over 150 country them. With the Ria and Small World, this na for we brother and sister there where they oversee. Then can able send money direct na Salon Commercial Bank accounts. Na Salonia, like they one day we want bill us, or they one day we want kawaka, or for support them family them. Then can they oversee and put money inside them bank accounts.
How for do all this if I dey Ubayanda?
Easy, me brother. All you for do, now for download the Ria and Small World app them and put your personal information them. Now you that. Member say you forget valid ID card and the correct code where the person send for you for go take you money.
I want send money from your uncle upline.
No worry. Salon Commercial Bank column Salon Link, where are the local transfer and Million Salon Commercial Bank money. Where anybody can go na any Salon Commercial Bank branch, kiosk, and then sub Salon Commercial Bank agents there. Any sign at the country and tell the teller say you want send money upline. Then go do your transaction and give you code where you go send to your uncle. But your uncle forget valid ID card and the code where they give you, send and to them so it go take you money. Salon Commercial Bank they look for agents them where they do money transfer for partner with them.
Waiting at the sub agent.
Sub agents na people that will get business. We want for do money transfer service for Salon Commercial Bank. This service will give you good commission. So go na Salon Commercial Bank and go register or call them na this number here 077-714-792. Then go talk to you, find one.
Salon Commercial Bank, delivering value. We not go take your money and go.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Still inside the studios, we get Aminata Akiratu Kamara Taylor, program officer, St. Salon, as a there for talk about the conference and other issue them we St. Salon done the donor the country. Before we go for that break, the Akiratu, you made a mention about finances. We in a challenge for women they will come into politics. In terms of that, what is St. Don do for support the women there?
So in relation to that, what we they do, one of we strategy where we they do, we set up the village savings salon where the women them now then self come together, then form the village savings salon association. That village savings salon association are a group of women them where then they put their money into box, and that money then they use them for make sure say them foster them political aspirations, then they use them for solve them picking them school problems, then they use them for also solve their household problems them. So over the years we they see say like women them be they contribute little or nothing in their homes them, but as a result of this village savings alone where the women then now then they put their money and then they loan themselves with small interest among themselves. Then at the end of the day, the interest again, now then self they share. So as a result of that contributions, the way the woman themselves they do, then they get access to finances, so then they able for contribute na their home. And we can see in a community where we can do with monitoring, we can find out say woman they now then bold enough for say first time and not be they do nothing at us, everything pastor ask me man. But now as a result of this VSLA, where are they do now Miss SF are they able for do something at us and are they able for contribute na us. And because of that don't foster unity among the families there.
So looking at St. Salon, una don dey operate na the country since 2008. Waiting on the statistics in terms of women they want to nurture, empower, and bring forward with the whole, decision-making position there.
The network alone, we get over 3,000 women them across where now the network where we don't establish so far that the different districts them where we don't they operate. And among the network of women there, so we get women them where they don't go into different leadership positions, not only in political leadership, but we get women themselves where they don't go into traditional leadership position. As I mentioned earlier, we get women then where they don't be town chiefs, now then communities them. We get women them where they don't be councillors them. We get women there where they don't be honorable members of parliament. We get women them where they don't be deputy mayors and deputy district chairperson. So we get women them where they don't attain different leadership positions them.
Some view they say the more they for do for bringing women forward, because we look at statistics or we look at waiting if you go to show it clear, say demand them still all the forefront. What you would say in line of that?
Of course, that one, I will say yes to that. But again, we don't make a step in moving forward, because Usa we be there today and Usa we there now, not on the same side we there. That's one I can proudly say we don't make step ahead. And change, not to one day something, not a process. And we don't begin somewhere, we don't reach at a stage now, and we intend for go forward.
All right. Now you mentioned about different group them, not different side them. So when I get any criteria, when I look at if any woman want for join them particular group, yeah.
Yes, we get criteria. For instance, if you want for join the Young Women in Governance Network, we get age criteria when are 18 to 35 years. And as I mentioned, the young female honorable members of parliament, we currently then they are the 6th parliament. Then one then they between that age day, and then they are the Young Women in Governance Network, Connaught district and as well as Kenema district. So the other criteria where they look at, we know we so much inclusive that they look at community women, irrespective of your level of education, they bring all on board, because we don't see women them where they not go formal education, but they are leaders in their own communities and they are leaders in their own homes. So like we know they discriminate whether you go formal education or not. We don't see women we get group of women them in agriculture, and tomorrow if the woman that we get for go that conference, then get for go see that woman there, where he gets group of women them in not go formal education, but he gets in your education where he go, where he embark in farming, and he gets a host of women them where they lead in agriculture. So we not discriminate whether you go formal education or not. We they bring all on board because we want inclusiveness.
All right. So how you go assess this parliament in terms of women there participation?
This particular parliament, I would say it great. What to make I say it great, because the increase in this parliament is high compared to the previous parliament. So we expect more participation of women them in this particular parliament, and we expect the increase of women's voices in this parliament. And we hope say then contributions then at parliament then go take her in place, and then voices then go be heard. And we hope say we go see inclusiveness in the governance leadership in Sierra Leone.
The reason why I ask now that for going to parliament now one, for take part and debate and other critical issue them now two. So how St. Salon don't they, mentor the woman there for let them safe with them go to parliament, let them do thing them where people expect?
So one of the key things where we do now this conference where we organize tomorrow and next tomorrow at the Freetown City Council Hall. And in this conference, we get series of topics them, and we get people them where na panelists them where they get for discuss in different topics them in the coming conference tomorrow and next tomorrow. Of course, for going to parliament now one, and for give contribution in terms of debate, as you mentioned, now another thing. And one of the way where we they capacitate women them, now one way this, where we they organize this particular conference, because for the woman go sit down, not only for go sit down, but for listen and for learn, you they see you come in woman, how they contribute. I believe say that alone go motivate you, and we go also try for make women them and go foster networking possibilities them in the next coming 2 days. Now that conference day where then go exchange network and then go exchange contact them moving forward, how then go able for collaborate with other women them. I believe say in the next 2 days, if you go that conference day, you must see a new friend. You must get a new party where go able contribute to your development. And not only for go sit down, now for go listen and also for go learn and for contribute.
Okay, continue with me. In name, excuse me. In name Nahamina Shatholi, Program Officer Sen Salon, when they talk about the work where they don't do. As way for continue for make sure say woman take the center stage. Inside the program later, we will tell you about the first female conference on a title, Breaking Barriers Female Leaders Conference. The program, good morning, Salon. They continue on the program now. We go on the line for talk to the Minister of Internal Affairs, Major General retired David Talova. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir. Well, they try to forget the Minister of Internal Affairs for explain to the public about why the operation then for start September 1st no happen. Also, they don't declare this operation. Title the operation zero tolerance, and according to the minister, this operation now for tap the one they don't turn the treats to garage, take off motorcar don't pack na treat for long and address all that challenge them. But they try to get on the line now. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We were the this edition. My name is Saptiyo Kalon.
And my name Usman Kamara.
Well, as I told earlier, we try to forget the Minister of Internal Affairs, Major General retired David Talova. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Hello? Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon, Mr. Minister. Body them and when I be say this particular month, September 1st, when I will start the operation zero tolerance. But we not see that operation the old. Where it happen?
Sorry, come again.
This month, particularly September 1st, on be declare say on the start an operation. Also, on go take motorcar them. We don't park na treat for long, and people we don't turn the treat to garage. On be say on the start an operation for address all lawlessness issue, but we not see the particular operation happen, sir. Wait till really happen.
I wonder why you say you not see them happen, because most of the people they're not really say so pull them motorcar and they just remove them motorcar and come off from the road, which was very good, you know. Then remove them motorcar them. The only motorcar them where they park right now are the one that we need for tow. And the problem we'll get to not tow them on the first is because most of the tow truck can get a small fault to the driver fix them. But almost everybody removing motorcar from the highway. Even the one that will make a garage, we go around, we say they don't remove them motorcar them from outside and they park them.
Is it that the operation is strategy change or not do an engagement because you be make an emphasis say the visibility of all the major body them go down a street and people go soon and go into full operation?
Yes, that's because if they not be agree for pull them motorcar, then they will be pulled in for access or pull them by force. But Sierra Leone, it show we say most Sierra Leoneans are very law abiding. Sierra Leone are very law abiding country. When we want to see the first, they for move them motorcar them, we see a lot of them move them motorcar them from the street. Apart from them, and they need for tow. Then talk to we say when we repair the tow truck, so we help them for move them come out.
Full operation and one with the bike rider and keke rider they may get issue with, and this be the go around for say bike rider and keke rider will go into a demonstration or a strike. That in any way lead to the reason we make this zero operation tolerance change, like how you can emphasize here, so you're going to be hard and ensuring that on address lawlessness.
Okada riders, they're not getting nothing to do with truck drivers. Truck driver, they issue different. With the truck cement, they not park them vehicle in the road And when we give them the date for move them, they move them. You know, that's not nothing for do with bike riders, the business. Not so the business make we stop that. We stop that because the people don't comply. Why somebody don't comply, you go after them again.
This issue of bike rider then say the issue of helmets now one way they part of addressing the lawlessness. And according to the person where they talk on behalf of them, it say the helmets now one way not available and also them for they will get the right now. In any way, ona get for make that stand or ona go sit down with them again and get a dialogue.
Well, normally when person, you know, say safety helmet na thing way na a regulation, safety regulation where all bike rider for make sure say you get your helmet. This will be a problem now for the one that with the passengers. Because if you dey ride bike, then you remove one helmet from one passenger. I mean, not say from Corona, and I mean, say people that already for they not go exchange helmet, so they not go transfer Corona, and nobody not declare Corona free. So we be tell them say the rider in forget, but the one way they did the end now optional because we don't say let nobody not transfer one helmet to a company. We don't sweat by it not help at all because you don't sweat by the helmet they transfer to another person. You know, apart from Corona, you know, say hepatitis they transfer that kind of way. So we will tell them, say the rider in forget for in your life, you don't understand. But the passenger from Corona will be don't pass that law, they will not lift that law for say them for exchange. But if the person, you passenger, if you able get your personal helmet for your safety, it's fine. Once you exchange out with the person.
In terms of this operation, we listen and view them eager for know who's area them exactly on a cover in the operation zero tolerance for address lawlessness.
If you come out from Western City, you go I don't understand what you know, lawlessness is wide. We be talk say the one that we don't park them motor car, the way don't use them garage them or make them motor car them. We be telling say let them move them motor car them. We give them the 1st of October. The 1st of October, we go around, we see for say they don't move them motor car. Apart from them one the way they need to. We see they don't move them motor car. Why we for go after them again? When the person don't abide to the law, why you need for going after them again? You don't tell the man say the force move the motor car. We go to say Alberton, we see them don't move the motor car. Apart from them, few buses where they need for tow. So I don't see no reason why we for go after somebody where don't comply already.
For let people know and believe say the one the way we don't turn street to garage, they don't take off the garage and the street, and the one the way we park them on car them na street for long term. Also that unado address totally.
We don't get series of meetings with the vehicle driver them. We don't get a lot of meetings, they say they comply. You know, once somebody now we are in the work. If they comply, I don't see why it is work for go after them begin. We're not there for harass anybody in life. Who they say do this, you do then you know law abiding somebody. Nobody not prove lawlessness it. We prove lawlessness, we will deal with you the way where you prove yourself for me.
The issue of compliance so far, because we'll be Austina, you be talk so hard for say, you know, to somebody who they bite easily, but when they bite hard. People really see the visibility for say, did this operation take off? I mean, garage come out on the street, and the one the way they park they also reduce, if not totally stop.
So if you get anybody where you know say this bus here they park in Motokana garage, they don't turn the street make garage, you can inform we can go there and clear that out. You don't understand. But if the person don't come on a garage, I don't see no reason why we forbid to. You know, I say we they go hard on them. But if they not give the cost for them, we go hard on them. We not get to go hard on them. We not to bully. We not to bully somebody. We don't tell you say move, you move. Then you make the job easy for we. We not get to go bully you. Most of the people that will ask for pull them out, then they all pull them out. About 80 to 85% pull them out.
Operation involve different body them. SLRA say Ministry of Internal Affairs and other one them. People eager for know whose mechanism or measure I don't put in place for sustain this particular operation. Let not just be like the usual one.
They get for continue. They get for continue because they don't make the road for park motor car or for make a garage. They make the road for let the traffic free. They don't make them for park garage. And it get for continue. I promise you say it will continue.
This operation as the first step of addressing lawlessness in the country. Hello, Mr. Minister, you go and describe this whole issue. I mean, as the first step where you and other parts of them don't take for address the issue of lawlessness in the country, and also people go see more of you putting measures them in place, because as you self be attest, the issue of lawlessness when they become overburdened.
My dear, you see, when I talk to Sierra Leoneans, them the way they think, not to so I think Sierra Leoneans them. Because from when we make announcements, them for move them, they move them, So I go class somebody as lawless where you don't get instruction, you carry out your instruction. You understand? Now the one that will not carry out instruction, that most of them is now if you commit 10 lawless crime, we don't get meeting with the Attorney General, we don't get meeting with the police, we don't get meeting with almost everybody in our society, including the truck drivers, including the Poda drivers, including a lot of other sectors that we don't get meeting with them. Now, when you commit a crime, within 2 hours, if we don't charge you, you go court. So nobody not go big for you. So if you observant enough, you go see for say really the lawlessness, they calm down small.
This operation zero tolerance, in any way you would describe them as a first step of addressing the issue of lawlessness, because you self be emphasize say the issue of lawlessness want to go out of control in the country.
But you get me, Jesus, now. I tell you, say the people didn't comply. You know, go call somebody lawless when they comply. Even the bike riders, them Friday when they want to demonstrate, we tell them for say no. We not get no right for demonstrate. Police not give una clearance for demonstrate. They comply. How you go say somebody lawless when you tell us say do this, you do am. You tell us say do this, you do am. You know, I don't know what you mean by lawlessness, because the people that wait tell them when somebody different, when somebody they obey orders, they obey law. Now we describe as lawlessness. We go deal with you according to how you present yourself. If you present yourself for be lawless, we go deal with you that kind of way. But if you're very law abiding, you want to do something, we say no, not one. You stop. Why we forgo after you? We not get no reason for go after you. We not grace. But you go not go just you cannot treat you, job not treat you, you demonstrate, you do this. Then a lawlessness, we go treat you as such.
General retired David Talova, Minister of Internal Affairs. How you go describe this particular operation? Is it a successful one?
Well, it's very successful because one, the motor drivers union they cooperate with government. Even the trailer driver union they cooperate with government. So that's how we for the leave. When we say not do this, you not do them, then we will live as a family. We will live together. But when we say not do this, then you go to them. That is the same trouble for yourself. You know, we tell anybody say, not do this, not demonstrate. If you want to demonstrate, go take paper from police. If you not go take paper from police, will they treat you like a common criminal?
Thank you to you, Major General retired David Talova, Minister of Internal Affairs, for that update that we give inside the program Good Morning Salon for SICA, the operation Zero Tolerance.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We'll go for a break. We'll continue the program Good Morning Salon.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you go transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, go send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
Election done. Time for move on.
You and me? Only I want fish, per mile, and 5 corporates.
You are not for less me, oh.
Una we only sharp size so. Me that the guys are all thing don't go up. The rest na 6M.
Hey, mommy, what are you sell get that woman fine just now? Why me own price for different?
Yes, because now una be the dance per we, and we all do equal now.
So now politics make you know they talk to your own customer fine too, and you ask you price for me.
You go to think and they sister Kaya, what you want?
You don't see now? Why will they allow politics for divide we? Fanama we not see we self like one farm will beyond politics. All we self, come on now. We all na Salomon. The rain where they come na the southeast, na the same rain they fall on the northwest. So for the sake of we country and we picking them tomorrow, we are make we forgive and forget. Come together for Mama Salon in better one.
This message they come out from the Promoting Peace in Electoral Process in Sierra Leone, where Action A, Center for Coordination of Youth Activity, CCYA, Society for Radio Democracy 98.1, and CBO they implement with support from Start Fund.
Because we don't want to be safe, forgive, only intensing power safe.
The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. And inside the program, we continue to look at more issues. They look at one of our headline story, also one member of parliament, where they represent people are carrying a district under the All People's Congress, APC party. Honorable Mohamed Bangura don't call on President Bio for pull the travel ban on all APC members and say free all who that in jail, where them all do in the election. He talk this at the well of parliament this being time, we member of parliament, they look inside President Bio in speech at the well. For more on this issue, let we listen to a reporter, Cheno Jallo.
Allow me to leave to cross this space, to shake the hands of my friend on the other side, to extend the sign of reconciliation this way. With your permission. We'll meet here. Thank you.
This will be the final highlight during the final parliamentary debate of President Bio in state opening speech to the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic. As the now, so the leader of government business, Honorable Sir Martin Nima, been asked the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Chegno Abbas Bundu, for allow him for come out in seat and go shake the hand of the acting minority leader, Mohamed Bangura. And this move by Honorable Martin Nima, according to him, now way for preach peace to Salon people. And as the leader, Honorable Martin Nima, they preach peace, the acting minority leader, Mohamed Bangura, herself not been ready for use this opportunity for make this request.
I have specific requests for the president. I want Mr. President, sir, in as much as you have talked about reconciliation, please, number one, help to remove the travel ban against APC people. Please, Mr. President. Because I say this, most of them are facing commission of inquiry. They are in court. And their properties are in court. So which means when one has his property in court, if he or she wants to travel out of this country, he must be able to go freely and come freely without going through the police for clearance again. Number two, during elections, there are people who are now behind bars on election-related issues. Please, let us sit down and see how you can withdraw these matters from courts, from police stations.
Mohamed Bangura continues to say this na time where Parliament for engage and serve Salon people and put them party interest aside.
If we want to talk about reconciliation, we have to start here in this world. The speeches we make has a long way to go. The president said, in this very world, where no party attain majority, we need to dialogue for everything that will cause controversy in this way, for everything. That is what the president talks about. And I'm appealing to the leadership of the ruling party that, Mr. Leader, henceforth, please let us hold meetings. Call members of the opposition, chiefs, ruling party, whenever we have a topical issue to discuss in this world, let us hold meeting first and debate, disagree and agree before we come to the world. In that way, it will reduce tension.
Ancient Yuntok, leader of government business, Honorable Martin Nima, say Mohamed Bangura one person we get so much respect for because of the way how this man put in country interest before and put party interest aside. We're making call on Mohamed Bangura for continue the work we don't do.
I want to join my honorable colleague on the other side. As I said, I have tremendous respect for you. I count on you. Don't look at those who have their own agenda, but look at the spirit of the Constitution. Section 97, subsection B. You have not alienated yourself from your people. What you have done, you have aligned yourself to your people's aspiration. It's very clear in the Constitution. So there is no time for hypocrisy in this house. But let me join you to re-echo the voice of President Bio. In 2022, paragraph 155. Mr. Speaker, can you allow me? I will wrap up in the next 5-10 minutes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The next 5 minutes. My closing is about reconciliation. Mr. Speaker, before I read the words of President Bio in paragraph 155 of the 2022 presidential speech, allow me to leave to cross this space, to shake the hands of my friend on the other side, to extend the sign of reconciliation in this way. With your permission. I will meet here. Thank you.
As the no be only compliment the work we Mohamed Bangura don't do, but be also extend handshake to him and it been continue for talk about the need for peace as they emphasize what in President Bio don't they do for promote the peace where the country already they enjoy.
But in a time of peace, you should consolidate peace. Yes. We had war and we are for peace. If we have peace today, it's our business to consolidate peace. The big fight we are talking about, it can only become a dream and a reality to us when there's peace. It's only peace you can talk about development. In the first half of this year, we have spent only to enhance job creation and food security 18.5 million euros in the new currency. We can only continue to achieve if we aim for peace and national reconciliation. I have to use the words of President Bio so that we can look at ourselves. The man's best inspection is the conscience. And the best judgment you can get is your conscience and God. And the only witness you have at night is the pillow. So let us look at ourselves, not even a dream. The pillow can never speak to you, Mr. Speaker. But let me assure you that if you serve your conscience and you serve your God, you can only be the righteous man. You can stand upright and defend any issues in the interest of any nation that's reviewed.
This now be the final session. Who's a member of parliament that been come together for talk on team them with President Bio been talk during the state opening na parliament for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me na Chengo Jalo. The report.
Use cement when a superior quality. Cement where they give you value for your money. Cement where they settle your wahala where you can get pan cement business. Cement where they show you the strangeness usai in matter. Cement where meets international standard. And that's not Dangote 42.5 R grade 3 export land limestone cement. When a good quality and best cement that the country. You know, see when we building Timap Ticket and Tranga, Dangote 42.5 R grade cement, na the highest grade pan cement, where you know the fan no side for buying na the country. No say you deserve the best quality grade cement, where then test and confirm say na the best. No make them tell you, no settle for less. Buy Dangote 42.5 R grade cement for pull yourself pan kotat, losses and wahala. Dangote 42.5 R grade cement, na the best among the rest.
What if I go? She said she know me got a woman on me.